Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. Let's play a random run after that last victory. I feel good. I will never want to see Melting Remnant again. Oh god, cause incoming. I'll have to make it like 51. Okay, Stygian Guard Red. Fledgling Imp Rage. Offering Token Preserve. Offering Token doesn't do anything to us. Sap sucks. But Fledgling Imp kind of counters the sap. Maybe we can build like an Imp Stygian Guard build where the imps give us some value and then tank hits and then die. Maybe they become endless. I don't know. This is an interesting one for sure. Cards with Consume have a 50% chance to be discarded. Playing a spell deals 2 damage to a random minion on the floor. I really like that early. We don't have any Consume cards. I like being able to deal damage to the weak enemy units that we're going to be fighting early. And I do like Frostbite. And considering I can kill, a lot of the support units that we're going to be fighting here, I think maybe we can make this work. I think I've learned though, I hate you. I would much prefer the 5/1s. I guess we'll get them to spawn in here, and 2 Frozen Lances will kill minions on the floor. He the Beast, no, I don't want to be caca spammed. I'll disable it. At least let me get past the first boss here. Just in case I lose. We also have torches. We have a lot of damage dealing spells in this deck, which I think is very good for us. If it was Consume Seraph, it could be worth it. Yeah, but I think Token of the Traitor is better now, especially now that I didn't realize it at the time, but especially since we have torches and Frozen Lances. So we're gonna play Tethys. We're gonna Lance. We're gonna Lance. Well, I could actually just let you take a hit. But then why not play the Lance? Like, that's pretty freaking good. Now, all we need is 1 spell. 2 spells also works. We'll play an Imp. You're dying. Playing a spell deals 2 damage, so this will deal 2 damage. It killed the one I wanted, which is so good. And I don't even think this guy is making it to the pyre. I think he's gonna die to Frostbite. This will kill him to Frostbite. That's fantastic. Then we will play the Frozen Lance. We have no room for the Train Steward up there. At 38, you're dying. 10 Frostbite, so that's 10, that's 29 plus 9, 28. That's 30, we're doing exactly 38 damage, which means next turn we'll deal exactly 34 damage. So you know what, you can be down here, for all I care. You know what, we should have saved that to deal 2 damage to this guy, but luckily we drew a torch. Let's put another Train Steward down. You might as well do as much damage as you can. $118. I want the Imp, and I want the Imp up here. There's no reason to play it down there. This means it'll tank a hit. These units will deal a little bit more damage. It might as well do some damage. Are you gonna hit my pyre? Probably. Doing 92, huh? Got him. Got him good. Pretty close, but dealing 2 damage to a random enemy unit did a lot of good work for us. Do we want Crypt Builder? Yes, we have 2 offering tokens. We want Crypt Builder, we want it to be like frozen. Permafrosted. We have a Permafrost Enabler. So I like this. We have a lot of targeted damage, we have a lot of damage. What we don't have is, hey, how do I deal 100 damage and kill a unit quickly? This is how you do it. I like Welder Helper. I like Imp in a Box. I like Molting Imp. I don't like the Rage, at least not without having other units, bigger floors, multi-strikes, etc., etc. Welder Helper, though, on himself, he's a 116. The problem with Imp in a Box is, well, I mean, one benefit is that it's free, but the imps that it gives you cost energy, and the imps that it gives you could good for the particular situation. But I guess you could get the good imps, like you get a consume card back. We don't consume anything. You get double summon effects. We only have 2 imps. I feel like I'd rather just take Molting Imp for AoE damage. Make him endless, he can kill support units even on the Seraph fight, honestly. We will go unit, because we need one. And Coldcaelia, I know I took you last time, but I think I'm gonna take you again. Sweep, Frostbite, synergizes with our champion, and it's also just really, really good to kill AoEs. You're not that tanky, but the Guard of the Unnamed isn't that tanky either. I could make the Guard of the Unnamed tanky as well, but there's another guard that I like that has like 35 base health and inflicts Frostbite when they get hit. Frostbite to all enemy units, that's insanely good. I'm gonna take Coldcaelia because I think she's amazing. Now, we could have taken the guard, we could have made him endless, but we're just gonna make Molten Imp endless. We could make Fledgling Imp endless. Give rage to everyone. I think you do it to the Molting Imp. You get so many kills that way. And we'll buff you up a little bit. Am I gonna buff you again? I think I should. I think I should spend money. We have just enough for our card removal. Let's get rid of a single Frozen Lance. I'd actually rather have the torches for targeted damage, but I think what I'm gonna do is just alternate like 3 or 4 removals. Sweep. Why is it always sweep on the champion? The champion's gonna die! I mean, I might as well put spikes on. It's not like my champion's gonna live on the boss fight at all, so F it. Oh, jeez. One big negative here, though, is that the Coldcaelia is going to take a lot of damage to Thorns, and we have no way of healing or bringing units back. So the Incant Armor is okay, but... well, what are you going to do? You might as well come out and do some damage. You might as well come out and do some damage. You might as well come out and do some damage. I think that's pretty good. You're making it up, and you're going to kill my freaking champion. I kind of hate that. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll be able to kill you next turn before that happens. Imps suck. I don't like imps either, but I'm gonna see if I can't make it work. I played this slightly incorrectly, I think. Because I could play the Molting Imp, but they're stuck here. I could play the Torch. You know, I can kill you next turn. Let's get the Molting Imp out to tank a hit. Why? You have Sweep next turn. Ah, jeez. So bad. I can play 1 Train Steward. At least I'm killing these units. You know, that's pretty decent. But I just don't see myself really killing you. I think I'm getting very lucky with these spells, though. Yeah, you're gonna hit the pyre like once or twice. I'll be honest, that's better than I was expecting. Much better than I was expecting out of this. You're gonna hit the pyre once, my lord. Part of the problem of this champion is that there's just no way that you can keep him alive unless you have very specific combinations of things. Like you need the totem that gives armor to friendlies, and then you need to play it, and then you need to actually play your spells. That's so bad. I think I'll take a Titan's Tooth. We have 2 offering tokens, this is fine. Fortify can keep him alive, weirdly enough. How would you feel if the damage, spell, cost reduction made your hero lose attack but gain a bit of HP? I mean, I can understand damage, cost, spell reduction thing on Tethys Titan's Bane. I still don't like it though. Like, I understand it because you can play more spells, especially the expensive ones, but you lose the value of spell weakness, you lose the value You lose the value of spell weakness, which makes your spells do less damage. You lose the value of frostbite, which means the enemies take less damage, and you have to make up for it by playing spells only on one floor. I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. Are we gonna upgrade units? We don't have units to upgrade, so I think we will get a unit and an artifact. Okay, we don't need another Coldcaelia, and we don't need a Nameless Siren because you're not really a tank. But I think I'll take a Coldcaelia regardless, because you're a unit that can be played and you give Frostbite and you're not that bad. Rage adds an additional +1 attack per stack. Deal 30 damage with a card consume being played. We don't consume anything. I guess we'll make Rage better, and maybe we'll actually get some red units that give Rage? I don't know. Copy a card 5 times. All right, I think I'm gonna copy 5 Coldcaelias. We have nothing else, really. I know we just added one. Maybe you duplicate one. Maybe you just duplicate one. Maybe you duplicate it 5 times. I mean, we can remove the train stewards. Shrug. If only she was quick now, that'd be great. But, you know, we can dump them, and if they die, who cares? They're tanks now. They're expendable. Oh no, 5 1s! Whatever will I do? It's like I have no way of handling this situation. Oh god! I don't really want to put you up there, though. I'd rather put you here. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Not my Coldcaelias! You have 11 health. Don't kill my Coldcaelia! Let's give you some rage, please. Let's also ice you. Oh, that's good. That's good eats. And let's put you up there. So there's all of my good Coldcaelias out. To be fair, we're gonna stack up a lot of Frostbite pretty quickly. The question is that enough? I have no idea. You know what, honestly, you should get toasted. You should get raged. You're still gonna kill a Coldcaelia. Now you're taking 69 damage, perfect. Let's tank some. The imp just died immediately. I love that. And we drew the imp. I mean, I guess that makes sense, huh? You know, I got a Coldcaelia. Do I? I do have a Coldcaelia. You have 40 frostbite? That's pretty good, honestly. You're taking 247, you're almost dead. Here's what I like about this. It's very quick, you know? What do you play in a turn? Just dump a Coldcaelia out there. What do I play on this floor? Coldcaelia. How about this floor? I would probably argue a Coldcaelia is pretty good. Now Transcend Imp is pretty good for the imps. We can get a lot of rage, a lot of summon damage out, but I don't really see it. But if you play it late, it's okay. I don't know, I'll take it. Revenge, apply Frostbite 3. I guess we're going heavy into the Frostbite build, although we could go for a Demon Fiend. But let's make a tank. We do so little damage. All of our damage is frickin' Frostbite. If we can make you endless, though, you're pretty good. I think we need... The problem with the Demon Fiend is that we have to tank with Coldcaelia. I don't know, I'm gonna go like full-on Frostbite synergy on this one. I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm just gonna... We're kind of going a little fast here, which I kind of like, but I don't know, let's see what happens. Duplicate any card. I think what we're gonna do is upgrade spells now. We're gonna remove 2 Train Stewards, because we have way too many minions right now. Remove magic power -1. The Coldcaelias can handle the AoE. We need something that can actually do damage to bosses and whatnot. Make a spell cheaper. Again, we can kind of handle the AoE on our own. Let's make this crit builder cheaper. Plus 20 magic power when consumed. Upgrade a torch. Permafrost. Titan's Tooth can get hit by an offering token every time it shows up. Crit builder for 1. Very good at killing the big tanky enemies that I hate dealing with, and that we're gonna have a hard time dealing with only relying on AoE essentially. Non-boss enemy units get multi-strike, huh? I think we'll be okay. We don't have an endless unit, but we do have a lot of spells. And again, I don't really mind if Coldcaelias die, and we actually got pretty good draw with this Molten Imp here. Hi-ya! It's pretty good. Dump the torch. You know, I kind of don't even need to worry about this guy. He is going to die, I think, but we'll put out a Molting Imp. No. We gotta play something up here. We're gonna play Preserve, and we're gonna preserve the Crypt Builder. That didn't kill you? Well, you'll die on the next floor, so I kind of hate it, but we'll do this. That's decent enough. I just want that imp to die so I can play him at the bottom again. You're taking 12. That's actually not that bad. And we got an offering token, so that's perfect. You're dead. You're dead. You're not dying. Let's kill you. I would like to do damage here. Shame I can't ice you, but I guess you are dead to the champion now, which is pretty good. I could put a train steward out to die. I could put a train steward here and take 5. Kind of just want to wait for Coldcaelia. You need to die, so I can't play a spell here. By the way, you're dead. Coldcaelias are living. Let's buff the armor on this Coldcaelia. Now we have a little bit of time. We can play a couple of Coldcaelias. I think Rage at this point is better. Transcend Imp could be good, but I think we want that Rage. Do we have another Coldcaelia? We do not have another Coldcaelia. We're out. Well, I can't play the Imps anyways. It doesn't matter. What's happening? You're taking 197. You know what? Now you're taking lethal. Okay, you know, well, I mean, what can I say? I think that's pretty good. We stacked up like 97 Frostbite in 2 turns. Coldcaelias are unique. They should all have names. I don't think so. -5 attack days. Enemies are gonna make it up with a lot of Frostbite. Buying 1 extra turn for the Frostbite to attack seems pretty good. 1 damage to random enemy unit 5 times. Sap 3, discard a card at random. Apply Frozen to a random card in your hand. We're playing the cards. Discarding a random card and applying Sap is pretty good, especially if we get like Ember Drain units or whatnot. Move unit to the front and apply armor 10. Okay, hold over, apply armor, keep the Coldcaelias alive. This is gonna be a weird Coldcaelia armor build. Upgrade, no, that's not an upgrade, that's artifacts. Let's do card removal, because we got some Coldcaelias that don't need to be here. By Coldcaelias, I mean train stewards, my bad. It is Sap Seraph. Are we gonna duplicate a card that we have? We've already done the duplication event, we're not gonna get it again. All right, in that case, let's do the cavern first in case we get a spell. Upgraded versions later. +1 energy per turn for every 2 blight cards in your deck. This is extremely good. Because we can just literally remove these right now. No, I already removed cards, but still, we can just play them for 1 and get rid of them. Remove consume. Don't care. Add consume. We get +2 energy right now. Let's dump a frozen lance. Sorry, did I make a frozen lance cheaper? I made that was dumb. That was just a brain firing of neurons. You're a sweep, aren't you? Why is it always sweep? You do 9 damage too. Oh my god. Restore full health when they move up a floor. This is something we cannot do. 105 HP is too much. We need the damage over time to kill him, so we're gonna say no. But why is it always sweep? B2B says, can I name one for 50 bits? All these Coldcaelias are unique individuals, they should have names. Okay, you can name the first one that gets played every turn, Be the Beast. Kind of thinking about putting you at the top. But again, it doesn't really matter what you do. You know, I think that's dumb. I think we should have you at the bottom. That way we can have Coldcaelia, Imp, and we'll start stacking up the second floor. This is an easy one. I always forget that only does 2 damage now. You know what, might as well play the torch. You might as well armor up. Probably gonna get a kill. If it gets a kill, it's actually gonna cost us some damage, but we can play Frozen Lance to get another kill in all likelihood, so it's not the end of the world. Still taking 20. Oh well. 5 damage to all enemy units. This saves us a lot. Might as well play that. Get a Coldcaelia out there. We cannot put enough armor to keep our champion alive, but this will keep you alive for 1 more turn when the boss shows up. So I kind of like that. Still not there yet, huh? Dum dum dum. Oh, Patrick the Coldcaelia. What a horrible name. Transcended. This will do a lot of like 5 damage, 5 damage, 5 damage. I'd rather just do 5 damage with you, because you're endless. And we'll put some Coldcaelias up here. And it's not even worth playing the Transcendent because we haven't even played a Rage Enabler at all. You know what? Get out of here. So I think now we might as well play a 1 pip unit. It's not gonna do anything, I guess, because you do have, you know, AoE garbage. We can kill you, and then you're gonna do 11. I hate it. But I can sap you. 6, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You're still gonna kill my champion, but at least you're gonna get sapped, I think. $16 and 16 is 32. Okay. This is weird, but this is actually like okay. Our champion is gonna die, but we're gonna live for many more turns doing this. You might as well play this for 2 damage. And we're gonna sap you. Now you're taking 63. That was pretty good, honestly. That might be all that we really need to kill this frickin' person here. Although, yeah, you're not taking that much damage, unfortunately, because of your dumb sweep. Taking 200? That's not nearly enough. Yeah, we're dead. I think. I mean, the frostbite might do it. Oh, thank God. We just keep... Why is it... It feels like I just constantly get these bosses that counter me. Sweep. Spikes. This champion can't do anything. I think we just want more drain, honestly. Gain 4 energy is way too much energy. 4 times the amount of armor. We're not really armor focused. Random imps. This is Coldcaelia. Coldcaelia capacity is all I care about right now. So, do we keep going upgrading spells, or do we get a random artifact and duplicate a card? What would we duplicate? We could duplicate the Crypt Builder. It's 1 energy for 60 damage. You know? Let's save our cash. Plus 4 armor each time it's applied. Units gain an extra upgrade slot. Units gaining an extra upgrade slot is pretty freaking big. Plus 4 armor is also nice, but if I can upgrade these Coldcaelias, they're gonna end up being pretty freaking OP. Just like every Coldcaelia gets 1 additional upgrade at the next shop, as long as we have the cash. Armor, spell shield, okay. Offering totem is not gonna do that much for us, but at least we have some Coldcaelias to wipe these units pretty quickly. So I actually want to put 2 up here for the frostbite on you. It's not a lot of frostbite, but... And I want to put you down there. I hope no units up here that have sweep. You have 1 health? I can't believe you have 1 health. That was a good target on that. I can sap you, and you're not gonna do that much damage. Your days! That was not ideal. I think we'll sap you. That way you're only doing 1 damage next turn. I think that's pretty good. Smack you. Could put the tank up here. He's taking 1 damage. That's not too bad. I put a bad Coldcaelia up there. I gotta remove that one. That's an unfortunate Coldcaelia. Bye-bye. March of Shields. I want Coldcaelias to live. This floor is going just fine. We could put all of our eggs in this basket, but I think because we have our champion and it seems like they're actually gonna live, I think you definitely just March of Shields down here. And if you're gonna do that, why not play the imp and then think. If you give him 11 health, he's dead, but he's gonna soak up 6 damage. So you might as well March of Shields. Well, no, because it's gonna move you to the front. That was dumb. Okay, we're gonna give you that card. I thought about it very incorrectly, let's say. $34 frostbite. It's slowly getting stacked up. It's slowly getting stacked up. I think this is a good transcended imp turn. Let's offering token, see what we get. We got nothing. So you know what? 2 rage stacks. We're doing a lot of damage on Coldcaelias. That's pretty nice. That does not change anything at all, unfortunately. You're taking 46. Now you're dead. These Coldcaelias, they really need multi-strike, unfortunately. I kind of don't mind a Coldcaelia death, because we have 1 more, but it's in the discard pile. If we can keep them alive, I will. And we most certainly can. We can actually get Titan's Tooth for free, which we might as well. I could sap Fell, and I think they're actually going to start attacking next turn, you know what? I think that's a good enough reason to do it. They did not attack next turn, all right. Shows what I know. We can get Crypt Builder for free. Bonk. Need more health. More health enablers would be nice. You're taking 419. You're taking 419 and I'm not really doing all that much. Now you're taking 500. I'm pretty sure though, if I sap you, you're gonna take a lot more than that. You're taking 732. You have 127 frostbite. This is so strange that this is actually working, but there it is. All right. Coldcaelia spam is getting the job done. Slowly. Deal 5 damage, apply rage 7, rage and armor. 38 damage 3 times. We can upgrade this to be cheaper, and we have a lot of energy thanks to having abandoned stave. So we could either get card draw or capacity on floors. Dude, I think you want capacity on floors. We need more minions to be played. I mean, we have 7 Coldcaelias. What do you want? We also have a lot of cash. There is a unit upgrade, which we are just gonna beeline. And we're gonna hope for like large stone. An endless Coldcaelia is also just like outstanding. Although I think we want the tank to be endless and to have a whole bunch more health. And we're gonna spend all of our gold. So, you know, we're gonna make a Coldcaelia have rage. We're gonna reroll. I really wanted enough money for this, but we wouldn't have had enough because we spent 25. We're gonna make a Coldcaelia. We can make this guy gain armor. No, let's just give him more freaking health. We'll make this Coldcaelia gain armor, and we're just gonna spend upgrades on every one of these Coldcaelias. Thank you, He the Beast, for the cheer. 6 Coldcaelias and 1 Patrickcelia. Remove buff debuffs from enemy units when they enter the train. I don't think this is gonna matter. I don't think a lot of enemy units at this point have buffs or debuffs, but we'll take it anyways. And we're going frostbite. I need a unit that can kill the boss. And the 40 frostbite is insanely valuable. Now the sweep sucks, but we can put our champion at the top, so it's not gonna be that big of a deal. We're gonna lose a lot of energy, but we have 5 energy every turn. So the energy is not that big of a deal. We're only gonna play 3 units per floor anyways. But unfortunately, I think our hero kinda has to go at the top. Not a good time for you. Also, you're the worst Coldcaelia I've ever seen. And if our champion dies, our champion dies. There's not much I can say other than that. Gain armor, and then your generic Coldcaelias. If you're generic Coldcaelias, I want the good ones at the bottom, but you're gonna make it to the pyre. You're gonna make it to my champion, unless I can sap you. This is what sap is made for. I said it earlier. If we can sap these sweep units. We have a 37 card deck though. I don't know how likely it is we're gonna get it to... You're gonna get the card we need. But let's do a whole bunch of damage. Do a whole bunch of damage. Do damage. Do damage. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, he's gonna... We didn't get sap. We can do 60. Not quite enough. Yeah, he's making it up. If he's making it up, I'm just gonna put a Coldcaelia down. I'll smack him so he dies faster. And goodbye, champion. But he was dazed for 1 turn, so he actually did no damage to the pyre. That's fantastic. You have spell shield. You don't have spell shield. No, you got your buff debuffs removed. That's what it is. So honestly, a crypt builder here is really good. Units are making it to the pyre. It is happening. 1370. Can't do anything about that. Can't really do anything about this. Play this. Did 2 damage. Did 10. Took 10 damage, not that big of a problem. This is when we're gonna use Drain. You're making it up, which is unfortunate, but we'll play a Coldcaelia. We'll, I think we're gonna have a fight soon, so I'm kind of thinking just giving you a whole bunch of armor. But I really want to drain you, though. Oh, but you're dying to the pyre anyways, because you don't have enough health to survive it. So yeah, let's armor up you. I guess this is the benefit of having expendable units. Like, it doesn't matter if our units take damage or die, because they all just... They're gonna come back, don't worry about it. I would like to not be Ember Drained, please. Okay, let's see what happens. You still have damage shield, you're taking 386. Not as much as I would like. But let's see what we can do about that. Taking 456. Taking 435. So we did enough damage to you that we decremented the amount of time one unit is gonna live, and as a result, they're gonna take a little bit more damage. That sucks, but that's life, you know? There's not much we can do about that, unfortunately. What we will have, though, is like an 85 health tank. Seems like that's pretty good for this situation. Let's dump some stuff. You took 2 damage from the spell. That's not good at all. Let's, you might as well permafrost the imp. Maybe that'll be important, because it does block a hit. Now you're doing 40. Nothing we place is gonna be able to live, so we might as well put you down. You're taking 358, but you're gonna make it to the pyre. But you're gonna take like 100 damage from the pyre. The question I have now is, are you gonna kill my sentry before they take 2 hits? Because like you're gonna hit for 40. You're gonna inflict frostbite, which doesn't count as damage. You're gonna hit once. You're gonna go to 41. You're gonna take frostbite. You're gonna go to 42. You're gonna attack with 42, which leaves us with 3 health. We will live through 1 attack. If I play the fledgling imp, then you will do damage. No, you're dazed. You will actually not attack on turn 1, which means you will survive 2 hits, because the fledgling imp is going to take the first hit. So I think if we play the fledgling imp, the Titan Sentry is guaranteed to live 1 more turn. That didn't do as much as I would have liked. I guess because you're still dying in the same number of hits though, because you are killing him in 2 hits instead of 3 hits. But if we play the imp, you will live for 1 more turn, right? Yeah, okay, that worked. Look, I knew there was an out in here somewhere. I just had to figure out where the heck it was. Okay, well, we're gonna fight Seraph. I don't know. I'm a little confused as to how this is actually working, but it is. Are we gonna daze units? Dun 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 dun. That seems pretty good. Do we want to sacrifice an imp? Do we want to gain armor? I don't know, let's gain armor. Let's make the thickest deck of all time, because once we play our Coldcaelias, it really gets pretty thin. And what do we upgrade? Well, how can I say no to getting like 16 Coldcaelias and then duplicating our frontline tank that just has 85 health? That seems pretty good. We will check out the artifacts though. Enemies get -1, enemy units enter with Frostbite 2. When you play your third spell, cards get -1 magic power. Enemies getting less attack is pretty good, but we have tanks. Spell weakness, frozen to a random card. We're gonna be playing all of our cards every turn, I think, so we're just gonna leave. We're gonna get upgrades instead. Endless on Transcendent seems incredible. 25 health on, let's make that a Coldcaelia. Plus 10 attack on Coldcaelia. Large stone. Let's make a large Coldcaelia. Makes them a little bit harder to play. We have to be careful about where we're playing units, but here's a large Coldcaelia. And then plus 10 attack, let's upgrade Coldcaelia. And then Rage 7. I don't want to upgrade a bad Coldcaelia, but I don't know. That Coldcaelia can just like tank a hit. Let's get rid of a torch. Let's get rid of another torch. I'm gonna keep the Vengeful Shards because I guess it's energy. I guess I should have removed both of those, probably, but oh well, what's done is done. I think we will duplicate our tank though, because we want the Coldcaelias to live as long as possible. Having 2 tanks seems like the best idea. And we have a lot of floor capacity, we can play a lot of units. Well, not as many with the big Coldcaelia, but we'll work around it. Yeah, this is good, because these units, they do a lot of damage, but they don't sweep. So I think this is perfect. And I think a early frontline Coldcaelia is good, especially with days. So, Coldcaelia, dump this, play you. We'll have room for a tank, for 1 tank and an imp at the front. I think that's perfectly acceptable. Discard your hand. Well, I mean, here's the thing. If I play, we're gonna discard this. So if I play it, it could have done 2 damage to that guy. It didn't. Oh well. Okay, so there's our tank. Now, he's dying, but everyone else is doing nothing. So let's put the imp behind him, because I don't want him to live with like 5 health. I want him to die and then play him next turn. I would much rather, this imp die. Or this imp live, I should say, and then maybe I'll put him behind the imp next turn or something when we get better spells. I think that's better. We're inflicting a lot of damage. Sap is pretty good here, because you're dead, so let's put a tank down. This is what I was concerned about, but we can give you a little armor, keep you alive a little bit longer. I can drain you, Coldcaelia can go down. I don't want to play bad Coldcaelia, actually, so I'm not going to. Our first Coldcaelia down here is going to get hit on this turn. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm going to take 32, whatever. Okay, you're the tank. Let's put you here. You here. You here. You here. And I'd like to keep Coldcaelia not taking 30. Hate that you guys lived for quite a long time, but there's our Titan sentries. So now you're out, now you're out. We got another Coldcaelia. Can't really play her unless another Coldcaelia dies, because I want room up here for a tank. So I'm kind of the opinion that we play our spells where we think they'll be the most appropriate. Oh, you know what? This is only the front enemy unit that gets hit. So I could kill you, but you're still... I could kill you and make you take 40. That's pretty good. We also incanted 1 armor. And you know what? I should have put that Coldcaelia ahead of the other Coldcaelia. They're getting sapped. That's fine. We know it's going to happen. We got our Endless Imp out finally, so we can put them out and tank some damage. I hate that you're not dying. I actually want you to die. Oh. Good frostbite. Let's play you and die. We're just waiting for that Immortal Transcendent to come out at some point. Apply 10 armor? You might as well tank both hits. And, you have 14. Make sure you die. You know, no, we should have been canted. Silly. How silly of me, how silly. Okay, Molting Imp. Well, we know we're gonna play this guy. Now you're tanking all the damage, you're taking none. Love it. Kinda want you to die. We could kill this Coldcaelia and then play another one, but we have to wait for them to get drawn. You're living? You're gonna die to the pyre because of the fact that you get dazed. I'm not worried about you. You're taking 20. Next turn you're gonna take 11 and you're not gonna die. I kinda hate that. Let's just buff you a little bit. We actually killed a unit with that single torch. Final wave, here we go. You're taking 136. That's not that much. Let's Offering Token. Okay, that's, I mean, good spells. Could have done that differently. You're taking 300. Not that much. It's not that bad though. Wish we could have gotten more Frostbite. One more turn of Frostbite would have been nice. Where's my Immortal Imp of Amazingness? He's not here. Taking 396. Make it take another hit. That doesn't change anything? Oh, that's highly unfortunate. Well, we know what we're playing at least. All right, it all comes down to Coldcaelias. Can we tank enough to stack up the Frostbite? You're taking 800 damage. That's pretty good. We don't have room for the Transcendent, so, well, here we go. We're probably dead. Yeah. That was still pretty fun, though. I do like having 6 sweep Coldcaelias. It was telling that we got as far as we did off of just having 6 upgraded units that all had sweep and frostbite and like 16 damage each. Pretty freaking good. Again, wish we had some way of kind of handling Seraph. If we had one of those Hoarfrosts, and it was holdover, that would have been nice. But if we had a Hoarfrost, dude, we're doubling that frostbite when it's at 100. We're turning into 300. Instead of doing 800 damage, we're doing like 1600. Maybe we're eking out a victory, but I don't know. Regardless, that was a pretty fun run. Not really imp build, more just let's have a whole bunch of fully upgraded units build. But it was a lot of fun. It was pretty good. I don't know what we could have done differently there necessarily, you know. Obviously, having bigger, better units would have been nice if they lived a little bit longer, but maybe if we had better armor generation or healing or sap. I think sap would have been really good. If we could sap Seraph just a little bit, I think we would have been decent. We did have a couple of saps, but you know, we didn't draw them to play them against Seraph, unfortunately. But yeah, if we had like a sap totem, none of our backline Coldcaelias took damage. We could have put one of those right at the back, incanted a lot of spells onto Seraph whenever they were in the middle or something, and then boom, all of a sudden they're taking lethal. Would have been pretty good. Regardless, I had a lot of fun with that one. It's one of the few Stygian Guard runs that even though we got, you know, relatively countered with all the sweet bosses, still feel like we did a pretty good job and had a lot of fun with it. So for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch if you want to go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.